Hello, welcome back to the video from Medion Medics. So today's topic is about heart. So what is heart? Heart is the pumping organ of our body, which pumps blood in different tissue and receive blood from different organ. Normally, hearts pump oxygenated blood to the body tissue and receive carbon dioxide and blood from different part of the body. Now we'll learn about what is the position of the heart. So let's start. We can see here, this is our heart, and this is the apex of the heart, and this is the base of the heart. This is the right border of the heart, and this is the left border of the heart, and this is the inferior border of the heart. And heart rests on the diaphragm. This is diaphragm. Mainly, it is said the diaphragm, and this is diaphragm. And heart normally position on the central channel of the diaphragm. Mainly, heart occupy on the central channel of the diaphragm, and the heart lies between two lungs. And the heart makes noise on the left lung. That's why this part is called in the left lung it's make a noise which is called cardiac noise. Now blood supply of the heart. So how heart get additional blood? First of all, we can notice on the figure. On this figure we can see, and heart has four chambers. If we demarcate here, we can see this is the upper part, the upper chamber, which is called atrium, and the lower segment, which is called ventricle. And on the right side and left side, on the right side chamber is called right atrium, and on the left side chamber is called left atrium. Similarly, on the right side it is called right ventricle, and on the left side which is called left ventricle. Normally, heart gets blood via carbon dioxide added blood from the cerebral vena cava and from the inferior vena cava, and from the cerebral vena cava and from the by the inferior vena cava, carbon dioxide added blood into the right atrium. And when right atrium fulfilled with carbon dioxide added blood, then it's into the right ventricle. That means when carbon dioxide blood into the right atrium through the supra-inferior vena cava, then it's into the right ventricle. And on the right ventricle, it enters through the tricuspid valve. Why tricuspid valve? This is the gateway which have three valves. It is called tricuspid valve. And after receiving the right ventricle, carbon dioxide blood into the pulmonary artery. Normally, artery carries oxygenated blood, but exception, pulmonary arteries carry carbon dioxide blood. So these blood enters into the pulmonary artery and reaches to the lung, and reaches to the lung. Here right lung and here left lung. And after reaching to the lung, it becomes oxygenated. Carbon dioxide blood becomes oxygenated. Then it's enters to the pulmonary vein. Normally, vein carries carbon dioxide blood, but exception is pulmonary vein carries oxygen bloods. These oxygen bloods enters into the left atrium. Now, from left atriums, the oxygenated bloods enters into the left ventricles through bicuspid valves. Why it is called bicuspid valve? Because it has two cusps. That's why it is called bicuspid valve. This is one cusp and this is one cusp. That's why it is called bicuspid valves. After reaching to the left ventricle, oxygenated bloods enters into the aorta, and through the this is called pulmonary symbolic aortica, and this is called aortic symbolic aortica. And from the left ventricles, blood enters into the pulmonary interstitial aorta, and this is called ascending aorta, and this is arch means arch of aorta. This curvature is called arch of aorta, and this is which runs behind the heart. This is called descending aorta. And arch of aorta has three portions. We remember it easily: BCS, B for brachiocerebral trunk, C for common artery, and S for subclavian artery, which carries oxygen bloods in the area above the heart. Now, after reaching different tissue, the oxygenated blood supply oxygen to the tissue and become and oxidation occurs in the cells and then produce carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide against released to the right ventricle, right atrium through supura and pulmonary gova. And in the right in the aorta, heart and heart also is a muscle, is organ which needs blood. So how heart gets oxygenated blood? This is ascending aorta. This is ascending aorta, and heart gets oxygenated blood from the ascending aorta or aorta. And this is called right coronary sulcus, and this is called right coronary sulcus. This is called left coronary sulcus. And here that's why as this is left side of the heart, this is called right side of the heart, and this artery is called right coronary artery, and coronary means heart, and this is called left coronary artery. And left coronary artery has two branches. This is called circumference branch of left coronary artery, and this is called left anterior descending arteries, which runs through the anteroventricular group. And this circumflex arteries reach to the posterior side of the heart, and this posterior side of the heart, and provides oxygenated blood to the lateral surface of the heart and posterior surface of the heart. And this left anterior descending arteries supplies blood to the left atrium, and this is the right coronary artery, and right coronary arteries runs to the right atrioventricular group, and this runs to the left atrioventricular group. And right coronary artery has two branches. This is called right marginal branch, and one branch leads to the posterior surface of the heart. This is branch of right coronary arteries. It runs through the right atrium, right ventricle, and this is called atrioventricular group. And 90% of the case it produces a branch which is called posterior descending arteries. But in 10% case, posterior descending arteries produce from the right coronary artery in 90% cases, but in 10% cases which may be produced from the left coronary arteries. And these supply blood to the apex of the heart and left surface of the heart Similar way, many pain. It's carry carbon dioxide bloods to the coronary sinus, and coronary sinus gain blood to the right atrium, and this sinus and this sinus drains carbon dioxide bloods to the right atrium. So this is overall artery